Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down the real keys to creating digital experiences that don't just work, they actually build lasting trust with your customers.
So, let's kick things off with a pretty big question. Think about it for a second. The brands you truly love versus the ones you just use. What's the real difference there?
The answer, and this is so important, isn't just about a slick product or even a great price. Loyalty is built, it's earned through the entire experience. And that whole thing has to be built on a rock-solid foundation of trust. If you get that wrong, believe me, everything else just crumbles.
So here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll start with that foundation, then we'll build up through the three core principles that make it all happen: accessibility, usability, and the user interface. And then we'll put it all together.
All right, let's start at the bottom with the foundation. We're about to introduce the three pillars that hold up every single great digital product out there, whether we're talking about an app, a website, you name it.
And here they are: accessibility, usability, and user interface, or UI. You can almost think of them like building blocks. You absolutely need all three, and pretty much in this order, to create an experience that feels totally seamless, truly inclusive, and actually serves your customer. Okay, so let's dig into our first pillar, accessibility. And I'm telling you, this is the real, non-negotiable starting point for any great digital experience.
So what are we talking about here? Well, accessibility is really about radical inclusivity. It's a commitment to knocking down barriers so that anyone, and I mean anyone, with any kind of ability can use what you've built. It's things like high contrast text for folks with visual impairments, or making sure your site works with a screen reader. And let's be clear, this is not some edge case. It's a core, fundamental principle.
Right, and this isn't just about checking a box on a compliance list. True accessibility is about making sure there's universal access. It's about catering to all physical and cognitive abilities and, including people from all sorts of backgrounds. The end goal? An interaction that feels completely effortless for every single person who shows up.
Okay, so once you've got that solid, accessible foundation in place, we can build on top of it. The next layer is all about making the whole experience feel totally effortless and intuitive. And that, my friends, brings us to usability.
Here's a simple way to think about it. If accessibility is about whether someone can use your product, usability is about how easy and pleasant it is to use. A perfect example, Amazon's one-click checkout. The genius there isn't really the technology, it's the sheer usability. It just erases all the friction and makes a complicated process feel instant. It's just satisfying.
So what actually goes into making something usable? Well, it's these key things. Is the navigation intuitive, or do you feel like you're lost in a maze? Is the information clear? Does the app or site respond quickly when you click? Can you get stuff done efficiently? And maybe most important of all, do you feel satisfied at the end, or are you just frustrated? A usable product makes you feel smart.
And that brings us to our final pillar, the one that everybody sees, the most visible layer of the whole experience, the user interface. The UI is, well, it's everything you see and touch. The look, the feel, the buttons, the colors, the fonts, but it's so much more than just making things look pretty. It's about creating a visual language that communicates what your brand is all about. Think about the Headspace app. That clean, calm UI. It makes you feel relaxed before you even hit play. That's great UI.
Okay, let's clear this up right now, because people get these two mixed up all the time. Think of it like a house. Usability is the blueprint. It's the layout, the plumbing, the wiring, it's how the house works. The UI, on the other hand, is the interior design. It's the paint colors, the furniture, the lighting, it's how the house feels. You need both a solid blueprint and beautiful design to create a home that people actually love.
All right, so now we have our three pillars. But here's where the real magic happens. They don't just exist in their own little silos. They work together, in synergy, to create something way more powerful than the sum of their parts. And you can see right here how it all connects. Accessibility is focused on inclusivity, which, hey, widens your customer base. Usability drives efficiency and satisfaction, which means people will stick around longer and engage more. And a great UI, that visually reinforces the promise your brand is making. You put them all together, and that's how you build real trust.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? The ultimate goal? It's right here. When you really master these principles, you're not just designing an app or a website. You are crafting this seamless, inclusive, engaging experience that makes your customers feel seen, understood, and truly valued. And that is how you earn their trust and, ultimately, their loyalty.
So, I'll leave you with this question. Take a good, hard look at your own digital products through the lens of these three pillars. Are you actively building trust with every single interaction?
Or are there maybe some small cracks in that foundation that are quietly, slowly breaking it? The answer to that question will decide who just buys from you once and who becomes a loyal fan for life.